I was amazed at the amount of control that I gained by simply taking off that 5-inch extension. I brought my V-bars back, bolted them onto my riser so my V-bar brackets were now closer to my hand, and it was just amazing how much steadier I was able to hold by just doing that. And in the wind, it paid huge in the wind. I mean, you have your bars now shorter to you, you're able to put more weight on it, so just naturally fighting the wind wasn't that hard. I was able to post a lot bigger scores just because of the control that I gained in the wind by taking that extension off. Another advantage that I've gained by moving my V-bars back is being able to hold a lot better and being able to adjust with just a few ounces here and there, whether it's on the front or the back of my stabilizers, is how my sight picture is and how well it aims in the middle of the target. Now, I want to go ahead and talk to you about what you might see in your sight picture and what you could do with your weights to make you hold better. One of the things that you might see in your sight, and I think it's probably going to be the most common, is when you're aiming at the target and you come in and you settle in the middle and then your sight bobs low and your sight bobs low. And there's a couple of things you can do to fix this. Normally, what this is saying is that you have too much weight out front or you have not enough weight in the back. So you can take a little bit of weight off the front of the stabilizer and see if that makes it hold better, or you can add weight to the back of the stabilizers and that can also make you hold better. Another thing you could do is also take your V-bars and lengthen them out, and that will also put the weight farther back, so it'll also help you raise your sight and you will be holding better. Another thing that you might have when you're looking at your sight picture is a lot of movement and maybe it's trailing up a little bit, and what this means is that you don't have enough weight on the front of your stabilizer or you have too much weight on the back of your V-bars. So to fix this, you're just going to want to try to add a weight to the front or take weight off the back. Now remember that since your stabilizer is so much longer, that taking an ounce off the front is going to be a lot bigger adjustment than taking weight off the back. Now we're going to talk about when you're aiming, you might get a drift left and right. I had this problem and I never really even thought that I could fix it. Well, with the way that we're thinking about stabilization now, it's really not that hard. So if you're sitting there aiming and you're drifting to the right, there's a couple of things you could do. You could add a weight to the left, you could kick your right V-bar in a little bit, or you could take your left V-bar and kick it out. And those are all things that can help that drift to the right be fixed. If you're drifting to the left, there's a couple of things you could do. It's just the opposite of when we drifted to the right. You could add that weight to the right V-bar. You can also take that left V-bar and kick it in a notch so you're bringing it closer to the string, or you could kick that right V-bar out, and they're all going to do the same thing in helping you get rid of that left drift. With these new stabilization techniques, I've been able to take my aiming to the next level. If you're still having problems and you're not holding very good, Greg Poole has a very in-depth series on stabilization.